locations such as Wow, Awil, Kwajok, Yambio, Bor, Rang, Malakal, and Baliad, ensuring maximum coverage and impact.
Regional presence. iRadio footprint extends to the states of Western and Northern Bahr el Ghazal, Western and Central Equatoria, Jonglei, Upper Nile, and Warab. By collaborating with iRadio, you can connect with diverse communities and target audiences in these regions.
Community engagement partnering with iRadio.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. President Salva Kiir has established a committee to review the power purchase agreement for the 100-megawatt power generation plant and distribution project in Juba signed between the government and Ezra Construction Development Group Company. Vice President Josephine Lagu Yanga has expressed deep concern over the surging cases of cholera across the country and urged for strong intergovernmental coordination to mitigate the outbreak. And the South Sudan Media Authority has launched a new website to support its mission of regulating and promoting a diverse media landscape in the country. This is stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo, and now the news in detail. President Salva Kiir has established a committee to review the power purchase agreement for the 100-megawatt power generation plant and distribution project in Juba between the government and Ezra Construction and Development Group Company. This move aims to assess the terms and conditions of the agreement between the Ministry of Energy and Dams and Ezra Construction and Development Group. The review will investigate the causes of high electricity tariffs and related charges. The presidential decree cited public concerns over the high cost of electricity, emphasizing the government's responsibility to ensure that South Sudanese citizens have access to reliable and affordable electricity. The committee will be chaired by the Undersecretary of Energy and Dams, with deputies from the Ministries of Mining, Finance and Planning. Other members include the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, the Head of Legal Administration in the Office of the President, the General Manager of the South Sudan Electricity Corporation, the Director General of the Internal Security Bureau of the National Security Service, the Commissioner General of the South Sudan Revenue Authority, and the Chairperson of the Engineering Council of South Sudan. In addition to reviewing the legal and financial aspects of the agreement, the committee will ensure that the project complies with the relevant national laws and regional best practices. The committee is also tasked with evaluating the equity structure, shareholding rights and policies between the government and Ezra Construction Development Group, particularly in relation to their shares in Juba Electricity Distribution, JETCO. This includes a review of financial performance and adherence to reporting standards. The committee has been given 60 working days to submit its comprehensive findings and recommendations to the President. Vice President Josephine Lagu Yanga has expressed deep concern over the surging cases of cholera across the country and urged for strong intergovernmental coordination to mitigate the outbreak. Lagu is in charge of the service cluster. He stated this in a meeting with Acting Health Minister James Hothmai yesterday. According to the Acting Minister of Health, he received a report from authorities in Budi in Eastern Equatorial State and Akobo in Jonglei State, where 15 people died due to cholera in recent days. In his statement broadcast on the state-run TVSSBC, Mai said 8 deaths were received from Budi County and 7 from Akobo County. While presenting the report to Vice President Josephine Lagu, the minister also noted that the outbreak was under control. On her part, Vice President Josephine Lagu expressed deep concern and urged for a strong intergovernmental coordination to mitigate the outbreak and support the affected communities. Cholera is a highly infectious disease that is spread through contaminated water and food. Prompt treatment and proper sanitation are essential to control the outbreaks. The South Sudan Media Authority has launched a new website to support its mission of regulating and promoting a diverse media landscape in the country. The website, titled Refer to the Source, will be an essential platform to connect media professionals, regulators, and the public and ensure a transparent and open flow of information. Elijah Lear, Managing Director of the Media Authority, spoke about the launch. He said, and I quote, "By encouraging everyone to refer to the source, we aim to combat misinformation and uphold the integrity of news and information circulating in our society," end quote. He also emphasized that the Media Authority acknowledges freedom of expression as a key right, fundamental to both democracy and social progress. The regulatory framework, he said, is designed to protect this freedom and also encourage responsible journalism based on ethical standards. Alier further stated that access to accurate and timely information is critical to an informed citizenry. He added that the new website will improve public access to reliable updates, media regulations, and information about licensing and accreditation processes. The website will also help empower journalists, media outlets, and the public with knowledge about media laws, rights, and responsibilities to foster greater openness and transparency in all media operations. This is our Radio Morning News, and now to the international scene. Chronic shortages of water in Gaza are worsening as Israel's expanding military offensive causes new waves of displacement, and desalination and hygiene plants are running out of fuel. The UN's humanitarian officer said its partners are warning that without immediate fuel deliveries, a full shutdown of water and sanitation facilities is possible by end of the week. Days after Israel imposed its blockade on aid in early March, which is only now being eased, is also cut off power lines to the main desalination plants, a vital source of water for Gazans. Finally, 2 Israeli embassy staff were shot dead on Wednesday night outside an event at the Capitol Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. The dead include a man and a woman who were killed in the area of 3rd and F Streets in Northwest near the museum when they were leaving the event. The suspect approached them and opened fire. Danny Danon, the ambassador of Israel to the United Nations, called the shooting a depraved act of anti-Semitic terrorism. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. President Salva Kiir has established a committee to review the power purchase agreement for the 100-megawatt power generation plant and distribution project in Juba between the government and Israel Construction Development Group Company. Vice President Josephine Lagoyanga has expressed deep concern over the surging cases of cholera across the country and urged for strong intergovernmental coordination to mitigate the outbreak. And the South Sudan Media Authority has launched a new website to support its mission of regulating and promoting a diverse media landscape in the country. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 870. It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I'm Lasuba Memo. Thanks for listening.
فتش على راديو مثالي. آي راديو هو جوابك.